ने जो भेजी है उसकी एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रक्रिया समाप्त होते ही गुर्जर, बकरवाल और पहाड़ी भाइयों को आरक्षण का लाभ मिलेगा। आपके मोदी के नारे उन लोगों को जवाब है जो कहते थे धारा 370 जाएगी तो फिर पंजाब पर आग लग जाएगी। आज की ये रैली उन लोगों को जवाब है जो कहते थे धारा 370 जाएगी तो खून की नदियां बह जाएगी।
Namaste and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. I'm Anand Narasimhan. It's a landmark day, ladies and gentlemen, because 20% of the population of Jammu and Kashmir have been promised what has been denied to them for the last 70 odd years. The right to be recognized as a scheduled tribe, under a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. The right to be part under the ambit of the SC/ST Atrocities Act. The right for equal representation in a society where they have been largely marginalized. That was the promise that was made to the Pahadis today by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah. Along with that, the Gujars and the Bakarwals, who have been accorded the SC/ST status, but also with this conditions apply over all these years, have now been given equal representation or opportunity. That's what has been promised. Now, this in the true sense is integration. But why are those who have been blamed of cornering bulk of the prosperity and the monies that have been sent to the erstwhile state of Jammu Kashmir, which is now broken into the union territories of Jammu Kashmir and Ladakh? Why are they itchy about this? Is there merit in the Union Home Minister's allegation where he says that 3 parivars have denied bulk of Jammu and Kashmir their rights, the people of Jammu and Kashmir their rights, and they have been indulging in dynastic politics and of course corruption? Let's try and understand this entire Pahadi quota quickly before we go across to our face-off between the BJP and the NC this evening here on debate number 1. The quota for the Pahadi community, the justice that's come after decades. They were denied status, unlike Gujars and the Bakarwal. They got SC status assurance from Indira Gandhi and Atal Bihari Vajpayee, but they never got it. Linguistic minority from the mountainous areas of Jammu and Kashmir. They identify themselves in the Jammu region with the Dogras, but they are close to about 1.5 million of the 40-odd lakh population in Jammu and Kashmir. Close to 1 million Pahadis live in this entire region. Community primarily involved in agriculture. Socio-economically backward, they face the brunt of the LOC terror. Even Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in the past has called them the guardians of our borders. Pirzada Amin panel called for mainstreaming this community. But so far, they have been denied their basic rights. Why resist integration is a question that comes to mind, and let's ask. As BJP's Mission Kashmir marches on 3 years, the abrogation of Article 370. Let's go straight across to Shehzad Poonawalla, national spokesperson of the BJP, and Sameer Bhatt, spokesperson of the National Conference. Namaste, gentlemen, and also festive greetings all around. And let's hope for peace, prosperity, and good health to you and your loved ones. But on that note, let's have a good, sane debate. It's just the two of you. So, Shehzad Poonawalla, this allegation against the 3 parivars of ruining Jammu and Kashmir. Politics, suddenly recognizing the Pahadis. Again, politics, because they are an important vote bank. Politically important for Jammu and Kashmir if the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir is heading for elections.
देखिए आनंद जी, आज भारत माता की सुन के हुंकार, हड़कंप में है गुपकार, क्योंकि जब से गिरी है 370 की दीवार, परेशान है पाकिस्तान और परेशान है ये परिवार। look at the transformation that has happened after the removal of Article 370. First, Jammu Kashmir was identified with terrorism. Today, terrorism and stone pelting is down. Terrorism is down by 50%. Stone pelting is down by almost 99%. Tourism, we've recorded the highest number of tourists this year, 1.62 crores, even though the year has not ended, and it's the highest in the last 10-12 years. This is the highest tourism. Then first you had Algawad, Atankwad and Parivarwad. Today, rather than these three PPP, Parivarwad, Pattharbaz and Pakistan Parasti, you have a situation where there is DDD, decentralization. First, only a handful of people could become MPs, MLAs. They kept the political power to themselves. Today, you have seen DDC Chunav, you have seen Tehsil Panchayat Chunav, you've seen Gram Panchayat Chunav, you've seen a situation where 30,000 grassroots level leaders have been elected, so decentralization of power has taken place. Then you have seen deepening of democracy. Valmikis did not have any rights before this. The Dalit community, the Safai Karmchari community did not have any rights. The Mahila, the women community did not have any rights. Reservation was provided to the Pahadi community after 2019 orders, and the paving of the way for the scheduled tribe status, which has been announced today by Home Minister, was also done after the removal of Article 370. Now look at the third D, which is the D of development. As far as development is concerned, please take a look at what has happened. Last 3 years, you have got a budget of Jammu Kashmir which is above 1 lakh crore. In the last 70 years, Jammu Kashmir got only an investment of 15,000 crores. Today, in the last 3 years, after the abrogation of Article 370, that has gone up to 56,000 crores. You have IIT, you have IIMs, you have AIMS, not IIMs, IIT, AIMS. You have a Sharjah-Srinagar flight that has started. You have flights in the night that have started from Jammu. So you are seeing all-round development take place. You are seeing the rise of employment take place. 2 lakh households have been given employment in the last 3 years after the abrogation of Article 370. You have increasing tourism. You have a more safe environment to do business. People are coming in and investing money. So these things are taking place from PPP to DDD, from Gantantra to Gantantra. That is Republic, that has been achieved after the removal of Article 370. And therefore, those who believe in Parivar Tantra are very upset with the Lok Tantra in Jammu Kashmir.
Well, that's a very, very long opening remark that you've made, Shehzad Poonawalla, where you've laid it all threadbare, saying all that has happened is in the last 3 years. In the last 70 odd years, nothing happened. Samir Bhatt, how would you want to respond to that?
Manav, Poonawalla, hello Poonawalla, and hello all of you. First, I can say you regarding the reservation, what they are saying. It's not the first time a Pahadi is in the parliament. If Mr. Poonawalla remember, Chaudhry Muhammad Aslam Sahib, one of from the national from the Congress, and one of Chaudhry Talib Hussain, he's from the National Congress. So earlier, their reservation is not like that. It's not an issue. But the issue is, if they are saying they are focusing on the development, Kashmir is not seeing development on the practical ground. So if there is a development, they are asking on the talk. So they are talking only just what they are written. But in ground zero, there is nothing. 1 lakh people from last 2 years, they are on protests. And still they are not getting confirmed. This is one. Second, the SSRB has published SI sub-inspectors. And second, they are finance assistants. And after that, when it was in the complete direction, they got caught. So where is the development? Where is the employment? How he counts like 2 lakh government jobs we have given. If there are 2 lakh government jobs, then where are they? Is it in the air? It's only in papers, not in practical. After that, they are talking about the roads, developments, hostels. They are before that. Now just they are going at the ribbons only. It's nothing else. And if they have committed in the floor of parliament, Mr. Honorable Home Minister, if the situation is good, now situation is okay. So why we are living in the same YouTube? And Parivar, I am not able to understand what Parivar. I am not from the Parivar. I am in the party. Right? Parivar. एक ही मुद्दा के बगैर परिवार के बगैर कुछ चाहिए नहीं. Discuss, and if you are literally you want to work in the Jammu and Kashmir with rest of the country, focus on the development. Then there will be a solution. Obviously, Mr. Honorable Minister tomorrow he is coming to Srinagar. We welcome, but what he is giving to the Kashmiri, how he can get the connected with the Kashmiri youths. We don't have any problem. He is doing a big rallies. It's a democracy. Everyone can do.
Anand,
Every
may I come in
party
now?
can. But from last 4 years, if they are not worrying, from last 4 years they are not able to do the assembly election. It's not a shame. COVID. They said here's the COVID. So when the election was in Calcutta, Bengal, that time was not COVID. They are doing elections in Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh.
Anand, may I come in
Why
now?
not Kashmir?
Now, you've asked a lot of questions. Let Shehzad Poonawala respond. Yes, Shehzad Poonawala.
Yeah, Anand, first of all, let the gentleman not misquote me. I did not say 2 lakh government jobs. I said 2 lakh households have got jobs. But the person does not know difference between jobs and government jobs. Now, having come to that, let me give you some more aspects about development that have taken place. First, there used to be Roshni scam. Today, more than 3,80,000 households have got Roshni under the central government's programs. Secondly, let me tell you the projects that have taken place under this government. Samba Solar Power Plant, Banihal Kaziganj Road Tunnel, Delhi Amritsar Katra Expressway, 850 megawatt Ratle hydroelectricity plant, 108 Jan Aushadhi Kendras. The Zojila tunnel was completed in this government's term. Now, also tell me, he's talking about reservations and about the other status of the Pahadis. By the way, it was Farooq Abdullah's government and Farooq Abdullah who had requested Indira Gandhi, and he and Congress were in power both in centre and state for so many years. They gave the tribal status to Gujjars and to Bakarwals. They did not give to the Pahadi community. Why? They had an opportunity between 2005 to between 2009 to 2014. Why didn't they fulfill that promise? In fact, let me tell you what they did. What they did was that they only suppressed the voice of the Pahadi, and this is not I am telling, this is Syed Mushtaq Bukhari, who has quit the NC just recently, a senior voice of the Pahadi community. In fact, one more leader of the NC, Mr. Shafaqat Mir, has said that because the BJP is the only party working for the Gujjars, Bakarwals and for the Pahadis, he is in fact going to join the BJP once this entire process of including the Pahadis into the scheduled tribe is done after the commission has given its report. But let me also tell you what else has been done, Anand. For the first time, you have 9 seats that have been reserved for the scheduled tribe community out of the 90 assembly seats after delimitation process, which was opposed by them. And 6 of these seats, the Rajouri seat, the Budal seat, the Thana Mandi seat, Mendar seat, Surankot, and the Poonch Haveli seat, all fall in the Pir Panjal Valley where these people are living. For the first time, these things are happening. Can it be denied? But let me tell you what the Parivar did. The Parivar never allowed Panchayat elections to take place. The Parivar never allowed DDC elections to take place. They never allowed the power to go to the Awam. They wanted a Jamhuriyat for the Parivar, but not Jamhuriyat for the Awam. And in fact, this is the statement of Mr. Farooq Abdullah. He says that I want Article 370 to be reinstalled with the help of Chinese, and that I feel better and more comfortable associating with the Chinese than under Indian rule. This is what their leader has said. So can the spokesperson Samir Bhatt of the NC tell me that can this statement be justified? And let me just show you one picture, Anand, which will show you what difference has taken place in the last 3 years particularly. This is how the Atangwadis and Algavwadis were celebrated first. They used to get an invitation into the Prime Minister's office. Today, the same Atangwadi Yasin Malik has been dragged to courts and has been convicted. I would ask my friend Samir Bhatt, does he consider Yasin Malik to be an Atangwadi? This is the difference between what there was in the Congress rule and what there is right now after the abrogation of Article
Let Samir Bhatt respond, but only one observation that 20% of the population of Jammu and Kashmir and two names who have represented them in parliament. And assembly elections is what Mr. Bhatt you spoke about, but with a voter turnout of 7%.
Mr. Manav, first of all,
this is Anand Narasimhan here. Yes, go ahead, Samir.
Mr.
My
Anand,
name is
it's not only the Pahadi community. There are so many tribal areas in Jammu and Kashmir. There are Dogras, there are Pahadis, there are Gujars, there are Bakarwals, there are fishermen's category. So no one talking about that.
No,
it is just a divided. It is just a divided rule. Just to focus on the Chenab Valley and like that. Just they are focusing and they are fighting each other like.
But you never
Paharis
spoke
and
about them. They are
Gujar.
20% of the population, and you people never spoke about it when you are in power. Is the allegation?
It's Pahadi and Gujar Bakarwal is the same thing. It is
Then
just
why
to-
did you speak about them separately?
They are going to like.
अभी
they
आप
are
कह रहे हैं
going
सब
to-
अभी आपने
Equal.
कहा तीनों एक हैं, अभी उससे पहले 2 मिनट पहले आपने कहा तीनों अलग हैं. आपने बोला सिर्फ पहाड़ी नहीं, इसमें गुजर भी हैं, बकरवाल भी हैं, फिशर folk भी हैं. नाउ यू आर सेइंग पहाड़ी गुजर बकरवाल सब सेम है.
So then- नहीं वो तो सारे obviously they are in the same in a tribal areas. They are in a ST category. So there is a
But they are
reservation
not in
also.
ST category. Even
You-
now
if
they
you
are not yet fully
if
in
you
ST
are-
category. The commission has to approve it. It's only now the proposal has gone
If
to
you are-
include them. Yeah,
if
please
you are-
complete. Ji.
If you are focusing only the Paharis, if there is the only issue of the Paharis, okay, then what Gujar and Bakarwal are doing here? So they are not the tribal, they are not the ST, they are not getting the reservation. Why then?
You have already given. You have. Sir, the same allegation. Sir, क्या आप अपना आर्गुमेंट प्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं या अपने पैर पे कुल्हाड़ी मार रहे हैं? मैं थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो गया इधर समीर जी. विद ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट, आई टेल यू व्हाई. Because in the previous regime in 95, Gujars and Bakarwals were given recognition, Pahadis were not. Now you are saying Pahadis are being spoken about, Gujar Bakarwals are not. Gujar Bakarwals already given, but they have done it with restrictions. Even there, they didn't come under the SC/ST Atrocities Act like across the country. They did not get protection under the Forest Forest Lands Act. They did not get their own. They were still nomads. So there were a lot of acts nationally which protect the tribes and also the forest folk. They didn't come under that ambit. So, but you totally separated the parties and kept them out of even all of this. Now you are saying अभी parties की बात करो तो ये लोग क्या नहीं है, तो फिर वो तो आप पे भी अप्लाई होता है. आपने क्या किया तब?
नहीं, वो obviously, okay. Anand, listen. अब if you are saying about the Pahadis, Pahadis is in the SC category. Am I right?
They are in the SC/ST category.
Is it in the SC tribal category? Are they SC categories?
They have to be included now
Are
into
they?
the scheduled tribes category, sir. That's what they said, that reservation under scheduled tribe is with the commission.
Yes, they are already in the reservation. अगर मुद्दा बनाना है, it's not. They are not in the reservation. So I can't say because central government of India. So I can't say like that. If you are, where is the fishermen? Why you are dropping the fishermen's category? Fishermen's category is a very big category. Then why they are not going in the parliament? One of them, if they have a pen like.
Samir Bhatt, see, you are asking these questions, but it looks like you are trying to look for an argument where there is none. So far, none of them got representation. Now all of them are getting representation. The Valmikis had no representation. They were not even given citizenship. They were not even given domicile. Under your rule, despite the promise that came from the founder patron of the National Conference that you come here and we will give you citizenship. But the act came in 1954. They came in 56, and तब से वो वहाँ पे घर पे न घर के ना घाट के अपनों में बेगाने बन के रह रहे थे इतने साल. वो भी अभी बदला 370 के एब्रोगेशन के बाद. सो एक एक गिनाना शुरू करो. गोरखाओं को आपने क्या दिया, जम्मू कश्मीर में क्या दिया, कब से बस रहे हैं वहां पर, उनको क्या मिला है? ठेंगा दिखाया आपने आज तक जब तक एब्रोगेशन ऑफ 370 नहीं हुआ. एक एक करके सारे मैं आपको ट्राइब्स गिना दूं, उनके नंबर्स गिना दूं आपको जम्मू कश्मीर लद्दाख में. नाउ शहजाद पूनावाला रिस्पॉन्ड. नहीं, द एलिगेशन दैट यू आर सेइंग दैट दे आर डूइंग इट फॉर अ वोट बैंक. आपने 6 डिलिमिटेशन के बाद 6 कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज गिनाई पीर पंजाल रेंज में. द मैक्सिमम कंसंट्रेशन इज ऑफ पहाड़ीज, गुजर्स एंड बकरवाल्स, एंड यू आर लुकिंग एट देम एज वोट्स. दैट्स व्हाई दिस कमेंट हैज बीन मेड. शहजाद पूनावाला.
Anand, I am very clear and my party is very clear that those who have suffered historic injustices, like the women of Jammu Kashmir because of Article 35A, like the Valmiki and the Dalit Samaj of Jammu Kashmir because of Article 370, or the communities like the Pahadi communities and even the Gujars and the Bakarwals, because they were never really given full rights. Those communities who have been historically done injustice with need to be given proper justice. So what is the harm in it? Let me give you an example. Anand, you can check this. It was either 1992 when the recommendation had gone from the J&K cabinet that all these 3 communities need to be included as scheduled tribes. The Congress only because of its own considerations put the Gujars and the Bakarwals, but they left out the Pahadi community, and that too, it was not a full right that they gave them because the SC/ST Atrocities Act and other central laws relating to the tribals were never applied there. Secondly, today you tell me we have sent Mr. Ghulam Ali for the first opportunity that BJP got. They sent Ghulam Ali Khatana ji to Rajya Sabha to represent the community. You tell me which person did NC send? He's given a name of the Congress party at some point they must have sent. But who is it that they sent from the NC? In fact, the NC is suppressing the voice of the Pahadis. It's not being said by me. They are suppressing the voice of the Gujars and the Bakarwals. It's not being said by me. It's being said by Shafkat Mir. It's being said by Syed Mushtaq Bukhari. Am I lying when I say Syed Mushtaq
Poonawalla, I don't want to get into the
NC
elitism game
that
where the
their voice is being
Bakarwals were
suppressed?
not even considered worthy enough to represent the state. The treatment that was given and the way Mr. Ghulam Nabi Azad himself has been behaved with in the past is all chronicled. What I am wanting to get to and ask the BJP is, there is a group which has West Park Hindus in Jammu who are still waiting because the CAA rules notification has still not happened after a promise that was made in 2019. So the BJP is also guilty of making promises but not notifying the rules. The BJP is also guilty of leaving people, giving people hope and leaving them hanging, Shehzad Poonawalla.
Anand, I'll just deviate for 10 seconds. Anand, you remember prior to these shows when we used to be told, "Arey Ram Mandir kabhi hoga ya sirf तारीख बताओगे?" Then we were told that, "Arey 370 kabhi हटाएंगे या केवल तारीख बताएंगे?" Today, when one after the other we are taking these things forward, we are still being told कि ये बाकी रह गया, वो बाकी रह गया, and I'm glad that Anand, whether it's Anand Narasimhan or whether it's anybody else, they have expectations of us कि हम ही पूरा करेंगे, क्योंकि अभी तक हमने लाखों लोगों को कश्मीर में डोमिसाइल दिया है. हमने जो 10 साल में यूपीए ने 1400 कश्मीरी पंडितों को नौकरी दी थी, हमने 5000 लोगों को नौकरियां दी है. हमने पहली बार वहां पर प्रॉपर्टी जो कब्जा की गई थी कश्मीरी पंडितों का, उनको अधिकार दिया है कि they can reclaim that property. For the first time, we have made relaxations in Kendriya Vidyalayas, in higher education institutions, so that they can get better seats of learning and better seats of education. So we are doing all of these things, and for the first time, Yasin Malik is in jail. For the first time, trial against him for the death killing of IAF officers is being done. For the first time, people who are squatting on jobs of government, people like Salahuddin's children, people like Bitta Karate's wife, they have been kicked out, and we are making all the changes. It will take time, but it will be done. It will be done by the BJP government.
No, the BJP government is making promises. Like I said, a CAA rules notification is still pending, is what I am trying to say. And there are West Park people people from POK who have come here, who are still stuck in Jammu, who are still waiting. Because they don't have the access to Punjab, they couldn't go to Punjab, they came there and they are still stuck and waiting for their rights. What about their reservation? What about their jobs and how are they going to be qualified? It's not yet defined, and there are several thousand in number. I'm just saying these are real issues in Jammu and Kashmir.
Just give me one line.
Yeah.
Just give me one line. In fact, you would know that changes have been made in the Jammu Kashmir reservation rules, because of which many of the affected communities that didn't get reservation are now getting reservation. As far as the notification of the CA rules, already the statement has been laid in Parliament that there is a timeline for the implementation of those rules also. As soon as the COVID period and the COVID Mahamari completely is over, those rules are going to be notified. This is a commitment we made in Parliament.
Yeah.
Nobody is running away from any commitment.
No, true.
We have said we will
for everybody, for everything else, and for everything. See, all COVID protocols have been lifted. Malls are open, everybody is open, Parliament is functioning, rallies are happening, public gatherings have happened in Rajouri today and in Jammu today, where no masks have been worn.
Elections will also happen.
So elections have happened and they are also happening. I'm just saying, when will those COVID protocols end for the CAA rules notification is a question that not just me. There are many who are based in Rajasthan, there are many who are based in Jammu, who are based in Delhi also, who are asking this question. So you are making promises, you are delivering on a lot of them, but there are some critical ones which have still not been delivered. I'm just highlighting that. What has been announced today is welcome. How long it takes to fructify and how long it takes to actually materialize, that is the other bigger question I'm leaving with. I've run out of time. Sameer Bhatt and Shehzad Poonawalla. Pleasure. Thank you very, very much. Big news coming through. Moving to that, ladies and gentlemen, there is a big crackdown that's happened pan-India. And this is on cybercrime. CBI, state and police have conducted raids at 105 locations. This is the information that we've got. CBI and state police conducting raids at 105 locations. And 87 raids by the CBI, 18 by state police units, state and union territory police units, forces. The raids were to target cyber financial crime rackets. 1.5 crore cash and 1.5 kilograms of gold has been seized just in Rajsamand district in Rajasthan. Digital evidence of dark web operations have been seized. Illegal crypto and cyber fraud rackets that have been seized. There are evidences of illegal crypto. 2 call centers have been busted in Ahmedabad and Pune. And inputs from FBI, Interpol, Canadian and Australian police have led to this crackdown. Ashish Merishi joining us with more details. Ashish, big development this, 105 locations, and this just seems to be the tip of the iceberg in terms of the information that's been revealed so far of what's been seized and the operations that were being run.
So Anand, it's just the tip of the iceberg. It is basically, the CBI-led operation, which is basically an international operation with the help of the FBI, the Interpol, the Royal Canadian Police and the Australian Federal Police. As we speak, what we have been told is that almost 105 locations are being covered, and most of it, around 87, is being covered by the Central Bureau of Investigation. Now, searches are happening in Andaman and Nicobar, Delhi, Punjab, Karnataka, Chandigarh and many other locations. The most important thing that has been found is that there are 2 call centers that have been busted, one in Ahmedabad and one in Pune. Now, interestingly, these operations, these call centers were basically doing cyber crime in the United States of America. So now the FBI has been informed and the US authorities are taking action. A number of people have been cheated by these call centers from Ahmedabad. So huge amount of digital evidence that has been taken over by the Central Bureau of Investigation till now. What we are being told is that financial data related to dark web, that has also been seized. So many financial crimes that were happening in the dark web as well. We all know that getting access to dark web and getting information or getting access to information inside dark web is always difficult. But here the Central Bureau of Investigation has been able to crack down. They have been able to find out financial frauds inside the dark web as well. So as we speak, lots and lots of action is happening. 1.5 crore rupees in cash and around 1.5 kg of gold has been seized only from Rajasthan district in Rajasthan. So as we speak, lots and lots of action happening. A CBI-led action, which is happening in the periphery of many police, which includes Australia, Canada, FBI, United States, and India as well.
Well, now, is this just the beginning, or are there going to be more such raids? Now, is this because internationally they were trying to skim money off people and trying to defraud them, or is there an internal angle too to this?
So Anand, we are seeing a lot of action, which is, where the CBI in collaboration with various agencies has been happening. If you remember a few days back, there was another operation where, it was related to pornography, especially child pornography, and a number of people were arrested as well. So the Central Bureau of Investigation is basically trying to curb various crimes, which include the financial crime, which is happening, the action on which is happening today. So the Central Bureau of Investigation as of now is collaborating basically with various agencies, international agencies, and they are targeting people who are basically inside India, who are involved into this international crimes.
Right. Thank you for your inputs, Ashish Merishi. So clearly a nationwide crackdown, lots of documents and data has been unearthed. Do they stumble on to other operations as well that would have been perhaps hurtful to India, and operations that could have put a lot of people and their lives and their value and their belongings at peril? We'll have to wait and watch. We're going to take a very short break. When we come back, there are those forces backed by Pakistan and other Islamist groups who are operating out of American or foreign soil, but with the intent to defame Bharat, break Bharat. And what they are doing is they are trying to do it via discourse, weaponizing journalism itself. We'll get you the details of this anti-Bharat narrative after a very short break. Stay with us.